Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence, your go-to channel for all the things in .NET and Sitecore. So today's video is in the series top 5 design patterns, and we are going to see fourth pattern today, that is decorator pattern. Let me introduce myself. I am Jitendra Ganekar. I am in Sitecore MVP Technology 2024. I've given my social media accounts handle on the screen. You can follow me, subscribe me on those. If you have any questions or any doubt also, you can send me an email on my email ID. So what we are going to see in this video, we will see what is decorator pattern, how to use it by giving an example in C#, and then we will see what are the common use cases where we can use the decorator pattern, what are the pros and cons, and at the end we will see why it is called as a decorator pattern. So before starting, let me request you to subscribe to the channel. If you have already not subscribed, subscribe it to the channel. Please do consider subscribing to the channel and click on a notification bell to get a latest update. If you are liking the videos, please click on the like button, upload this video, and do share this with your friends and colleagues. Do provide your comment in the comment section. Is there anything which you want me to cover? You can mention that. If there is any question, you can mention that. Any topic which you want me to cover in this series, let me know also via the comment. So let's start today's topic. So what is decorator pattern? The decorator pattern is a structural design pattern that allows behavior to be added to individual objects dynamically without affecting the behavior of the objects from the same class. It is typically used to extend the functionalities of a classes in a flexible and reusable way. This pattern creates a decorator class which wraps the original class and provides additional behavior while maintaining the class interface. So basically in the decorator pattern, you create a decorator class which allows you to add the additional functionality or additional features without affecting the original object, okay, original class. Okay, so that is how decorator pattern can be defined. So if you see in the diagram, you will have a component, okay, your basic component which will interface, which will have the concrete component of implementation, and then you have a decorator class which will be inherited, your component interface, I mean the object interface, and then you will create a decorator class which will have a additional features or additional functionality which you can utilize. You will see this in the demo. It will be more clear in the demo. Okay, so we'll go into the demo and see what is a decorator pattern, and let's see how it is implemented with the example in the C#. I am in the Visual Studio. Let's see how the decorator pattern is implemented. So we have a product, so we created one interface called iProduct, okay, and we have two methods which is defined get product name and the get cost. So whenever you will implement the interface, we have to write the concrete method for the get product name and double get cost. So this is the first basic interface. Then we create a basic product from this interface. So this is the basic product. So whatever the product which you are be having, it will be have the minimum these things. So this basic product is created by implementing the iProduct interface. Okay, so the name given here is a basic product and the cost given is a 50. Then what we want to do is we want to create a decorator class. So I have created a decorator class called product decorator, okay, which inherit or implement the iProduct interface. Okay, we have a constructor here, okay, which accept the product type iProduct type object, and then it initiate the object here. Okay, and then we have two virtual methods, get product name, which is calling your this whatever the product which you are sending, that get product name, and similarly get cost name. So this is our decorator class. It is decorating your original class. Okay, so whatever you are sending, that methods will be get implemented here, that type of a product. Okay, then we created the, this is for the basic product. Okay, now we want to add the extra functionality, and that can be a warranty. Okay, so I created a warranty decorator class which inherit the basic decorator class, that is product decorator class. Okay, and we define that in our constructor. Okay, here we override the get product name and get cost. So whenever the warranty product will get called with the that time, we will extend the warranty. So name is also giving that with extended warranty, and the cost will increase by 20. Okay, so this is the basic idea. So in the decorator uh, pattern, we first create the interface which define the basic things, and that will create a basic classes where we will implement it. Then you have a two decorator class. One is a basic decorator class which will have everything which will implement your basic class implementation, and then you have a warranty decorator which add the additional features. Now how to call it in your program? I have defined my my product is as a basic product. Okay, this is my basic product, and then what I have done is I have written the name and the cost. So first line we should get the basic product name and the cost, and the next line we are defining the my warranty decorator. So now the next product will be warranty decorator. Okay, so if we are passing warranty decorator and then calling the get product name and the get cost. So this line should provide me the name of the your product with the warranty and the cost also. Okay, let me re-summarize the things. Okay, when we add it, we will have a basic product, and then whatever the additional functionality, additional feature, we will add another decorator class like warranty decorator class. Tomorrow you have some new feature, you can add a new decorator class which will inherit the product decorator, the basic decorator class, or maybe warranty decorator class. So depending on your functionality, it will change. So this is the way you can extend this without impacting your basic product. Okay, so the way you are calling it, it will give the result. So if you are calling the basic product, it will give you the basic product result. If you are calling it the additional things, addition decorator class, then it will give you a decorator class result. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, now if you see, let me just keep it here. The basic product, if you see $50, so this is basically your first console line where we are just calling the basic product, and then warranty decorator. So you're seeing a basic product with extended warranty is $70, that is $20 extra it is added. So this is how you implement the decorator pattern. Now you must have understand the what is a decorator class. Let's move on this topic. So let's see what are the common use cases for the decorator class. So if you have seen the method, the example and the definition, it is basically the adding the additional features without affecting the existing functionalities. Okay, so that way only you have a common use cases. First is a file input and output operation. So if you want to enhancing file input output operation with additional functionalities like file compression, encryption, etc. So you have already a file input output operation, and you want additional functionality like compression, encryption, those kind of functionality. You will have additional features basically. So then you can go for the decorator pattern logging. So we already seen the last two pattern, singleton pattern also, where you can use the logging. So the decorator pattern also you can use the logging. So decorative pattern also can be used in the login. So for what purpose? So again, here will be additional functionalities like enhancing the logging capabilities by adding extra information like timestamp, log labels, formatting without changing the core logging classes. So without changing your logging classes, if you want to add the additional extra information in the log, then you can utilize the decorator pattern. Data stream. wrapping data stream with additional functionalities such as the buffering, encryption, or compression. So you want to utilize those things, then you will can go for the decorator pattern. And the fourth example is a user interface design. So adding a responsibilities like scrolling, borders, or shadows to UI elements without modifying their underlying classes, then you can use the decorator pattern. So these are the common use case. So basically, if you see all these for example, this if you want to add additional features, then without impacting your existing functionality, then you can go for the decorator pattern. Now let's see pros and cons. First, we'll see pros. Flexibility allows adding or removing responsibilities from an object dynamically. So it allows adding and removing responsibilities from an object dynamically. So you can add or remove the functionalities. Okay, basically responsibilities, whatever the additional features you are adding. Reusability promote the reuse of the component by composing them with a different decorator classes. So you can have a multiple decorators class, so we can use those decorator class for multiple purpose and you can reuse those. Adhere to open close principle, so new behavior can be added without modifying the existing codes. That is your open close principle which is followed here. So these are the pros. And what are the cons here? So complexity, so can lead to the complex code structure with many small objects that are hard to understand and maintain. So we will have many objects, like whatever the feature, like we have added a warranty in our example, there might be any other feature which will get added. So that way you are adding a more complex structure in your code, and it is going to be a bit difficult to understand because those are the small code which you are adding. Unexpected updates, each wrapper adds a layer of indirection which can impact the performance if overused. Okay, so it is adding the performance also, it may get impacted. So these are the pros and cons of the decorator classes. Now why it is called as a decorator pattern? It is called a decorator pattern because it decorates the object with additional responsibilities or behavior. So we have seen we create a decorator pattern where we added the responsibilities. So we are decorating the your basic functionalities. Okay, so you can have a basic functionality, and you on top of that you are decorating the things. Just like a decorating a room, the original object remained unchanged. That is what I said, but its functionality is enhanced with the additional feature provided by the decorators. So you have a basic function, on top of that you are decorating with the additional functionalities. All right, uh, we are done for today. If you like the video, please click on the like button, to upvote this video, to share this video with your friends and colleagues. And if you have any feedback, please provide that by the comment. If you want to have any ask me any question, you can ask that in the comment. You can provide me the topics which you want me to cover in the future videos. And at the end, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel and click on that notification bell to get a latest update. Thank you. Thanks for watching.